So let's begin to look at the course requirements. So there are several course requirements. And the first is going to be your attendance and participation. So this is an interactive learning environment. Therefore, each student is expected to attend every class session, have access to a physical Bible, so no phones, but a physical Bible, and participate in the in-class activities. And so there are two categories for this participation. The first is class participation, so when everyone is having dialogue, discussion, being able to participate in giving answers during group time. And then there's the individual participation, and these individual participation points will be measured by having a review at the end of each class session. So at the end of each class session, we will log on to Blackboard, and then I will show you this in a, or actually I could probably do this now, that on Blackboard, there will be this tab, and this is the main one we're going to be working from. So looking at this course requirements, click on that tab, and when you do, then it's going to, let's look at student view here. You'll then see this folder, the first one, this says participation reviews, which corresponds then to the course requirements in this first one, participation. When you click on that folder, then it'll open up the review, and this is the review that we had on Thursday. So clicking on that tab, it'll then open up and it'll say this is a test, but it's not a test, it's a review. And then you'll be able to see the questions. Some are multiple choice, others are fill in the blank. And then once you're done, you'll submit it. So that'll be at the end of each class session that we have, that we'll have a review. You can use your notes on those, so please pay attention during our class time. And also looking in this, it's important to note is each student is permitted 4 absences, but upon the 5th absence, the student will receive a final grade deduction along with additional assigned work. Now this precludes if you are sick due to COVID, or that the university is not allowing you to attend class, so you have to be in isolation. And if that is the case, then I have alternative assignments for you. Or if you're well, but you are just unable to attend, then please let me know and I'll send you a Zoom link and you'll be able to then join the class online. So looking at the second course requirement, is to meet with me. So to meet with me. And all students will schedule this one in-person meeting, and you can use Calendly. So if you click on this tab, then it'll bring up a calendar. Hopefully, it says that there's having a problem there, but it'll bring up a calendar, and you'll be able to then schedule a time to be able to meet with me. These are informal meetings. I'm just trying to get to know you a little bit, and it's a 15 minutes max. So just ask you questions about, is this your first, second year here at CBU? What is your major? What do you want to pursue? And then if there's any way that I can then pray with you. The due date is listed there. And then looking at the third course requirement is quizzes. So typically each Thursday a quiz will open on Blackboard, and I'll show you where that is located. So looking on Blackboard, again in that same tab there that we will be using most often in this course, or the course requirements, and you'll find the folder that is entitled quizzes. When you click on that tab, all the quizzes are there. So this first one, the first quiz is on the syllabus, and then the rest of them, the rest of the quizzes are going to be directly tied to the textbook reading from Encountering the Old Testament. And I also try to place the page numbers that will be covered in that quiz, also in the title. So that is what the quizzes will cover, and those will be due each week at Saturday at 8 a.m. For the exams, there will be 3 exams in this course. The first 2 will be completely online. The way that the exams are then structured is that the first half of the exam are multiple choice questions taken from your textbook reading, and then the second part of the exam is taken from the class lectures. The third exam is a little bit different. The first half, the multiple choice section, will be online, but then the second part of the exam is going to be in class and will be based off of the lectures, and that is where you'll have the final presentation in writing essay. Excuse me, last semester I had a presentation, but this semester is written, so you will write down the storyline of the Old Testament, and the questions are already on Blackboard. So if you go to Blackboard, and there's this tab entitled Unit Study Guides, and there will be this folder entitled Final. Open it up, and then you'll find the questions that are listed. Once they appear, here they are. So these are the questions, the same questions that you will see on the final, and you'll have to be able to answer them in an essay format, and we'll talk about that more as the final approaches. In that same folder, there is also helpful resources for that final, where there are review videos that cover the answers to the questions. So if you watch through those, they will be very helpful for you in preparation for that final written essay. So here's this grading synopsis that you can look at, and the due dates. Notice and emphasize, I'm emphasizing this here, that for the quizzes and the exams, they will be due on Saturday at 8 a.m. so that it will be consistent throughout the semester.